何するんですか、じゃあまず。
Choose a topic.
エッセイについて。
So we'll do how to write an outline for your essay for the TOEFL. ランダムで来るからもうほとんどランダムで選んじゃっていいよ。
Choose one of the following transportation vehicles and explain why you think it has changed people's lives.
Okay. Choose one っていうこと？
そうですね。
Okay, so choose.
なんか3つ選択肢があって、automobiles,
Yeah.
bicycles, airplanes.
Old mobiles?
Automobiles.
Oh, automobiles. Automobiles. と
bicycles,
bicycles. And
airplanes.
Okay, so Sakamura, choose one.
ここでエアプレーンって言ったらつまんないから、相手の
Bicycles. So, okay, so give me a thesis. What could be your thesis? So, what changed our lives? Which one changed our lives, right? Okay, so first thesis. So, what changed your lives?
Bicycles is like the oldest bicycles and
so give me, so first this is the thesis, right, overall. So we want to say bicycles did change our lives. So now we need reasons. So give reasons. And I think a good way to organize this is, so you have like 3 reasons, right? And you want 1 paragraph for reason. And always think of like, kind of like good point, bad point, and then good point. So like sandwich it together. So say one thing good about bicycle, and then you say like why that's not necessarily good. And then stop laughing. And then you say why it's still good, okay? So first start off with something good about bicycles. Why did they change your lives?
it doesn't need fuels.
Okay, so it doesn't need fuel. Okay. But what's bad about it?
Too slow.
Okay. But what's still good about it? About that? Maybe.
It doesn't make carbon dioxide.
あみちゃんごめん。電気消してください。すいません。
Okay, yeah, that's good.
なんていうんですか、グリーンライフっていうんですか。
Yeah, so green energy. Okay. What about another one, Ami-chan? Something good about bicycles.
It doesn't need fuel.
Yeah, so Sakumaru said it doesn't need fuel. But bad thing is it's too slow. But it's still good because it doesn't have CO2 or green energy. So what's another one? Let's think of the second point. Something good about bicycles.
We can get fresh air. Fresh air and
Okay, so like exercise? Like your health? Okay. So it's good for health.
And cheap.
So maybe that can be the third one. Cheap. So it's good for your health and exercise. Okay, what's one bad thing relating to health and exercise? Yes. Rain?
yeah.
Okay. So weather problems. So maybe rain or snow. But it's still good because
I like rain.
When? Because you like rain. Okay, so this isn't personal, right? So we can't say something that's personal. We have to say something kind of about all of us.
And flexible.
It's flexible. How is it flexible?
Flexible can work on like dirt course.
Okay.
Mountain and
Okay, so maybe we
everywhere.
have mountain bikes. Mountain bikes. Okay. Okay, and then the cheap. So it's cheap compared to what?
cheap.
Yeah. What are you comparing it to when you're saying it's cheap?
Car or
Okay. So cheap compared to cars. And then, but what's one thing bad about it? Relating to cost. What about around Tokyo? Like, what's the problem when you ride a bicycle? About cost.
Cost.
About cost. I know it seems like it doesn't cost anything, but think carefully like how it could maybe cost money.
easy to break from others.
What?
Easy
Easy to?
break
Break. Oh, okay.
from
Maybe it's
others.
easily stolen. Yeah, that's a good point. Easily broken or stolen, especially in America. Oh my gosh, that's
なんか東大かなんかの自転車置き場で、サドルが抜かれてブロッコリーが一つあれありましたよね。
いやそうそうでもアメリカってよく
そうですよねあれ。
もう悲惨な自転車いっぱい見るもんね、よくとか歩いてると。So
ブロッコ
easily
リーがなんか
um
しかも一例だけじゃなくてずらーっとブロッコリーがなんか
so easily broken or stolen. Okay, and then but something that's still good about cars. I mean about bicycles. Something about cost. What about like maintenance? Is cheap? Like you just have to replace the tire.
なんて言うんですか
So, so maintaining is cheap. Okay.
盗まれてもそんな安いから
Okay, so now let's put this into sentences. So let me get rid of this. Get rid of this. So over here, if we're going to write. So how would you actually write this? So first we have to always like sandwich like the thesis. So in everything you do, you have to sandwich the thesis and then example and then thesis. So you have to have these ABC in everything. So, Sakumaru, how would you start with number one? So put this into like full sentences. First start with a thesis. So connect the thesis with the first point. So how would you do that?
Nowadays と始めた方がいいですか
It doesn't have to be.
でも文章にしなきゃいけない
Like full sentence. So how can you put the thesis and this in one sentence?
Nowadays there are many bicycles in the world but at the same time the global warming issues
Yeah. Okay, so you're doing it kind of like an intro. So you could add a little intro at the beginning to a thesis. So, okay, so maybe we can start with that. So nowadays, and after that?
there are many vehicles
So there are many bicycles.
no vehicles H の方乗り物の方
Oh, many vehicles.
あ vehicle
Yeah.